Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Vish Patel and welcome back to my channel. My ultimate goal is to raise your awareness in the financial world, which can help you to magnify your wealth. This is the video about update on the second stimulus package and 4 executive orders signed by President Donald Trump. As always, end of the video, I will also give you one safety tips of the day. So make sure to watch the video till end. Finally, President Trump signed 4 executive orders Saturday, August 8 at a press conference from his golf club in Bedminster, New Jersey. The 4 executive order, which is related to unemployment benefit, payroll taxes, rental foreclosure, and student loans. The complete legality of this executive order is unknown at this point, and according to Trump, he is not worried about it. The Trump administration will also try to repurpose up to 140 billion, including 80 billion from money that hasn't been spent from the CARES Act, as well as 40 billion from the disaster relief fund. Okay, so let's check now what is included in the each executive order. The first one is extending enhanced unemployment benefit. Trump announced that his executive order would extend unemployment benefit at a rate of $400 per week. However, state will be asked to cover 25% of the cost according to Trump, with the federal government picking up to remaining 75% of the cost. This means the federal contribution will be only $300 while state will be expected to kick in another $100. Now the second executive order is suspending payroll tax. Trump executive order would delay payroll taxes until the end of year as of September 1st, 2020. It would apply to worker earning up to $100,000 per year. This will means bigger paycheck for working family, Trump said during a press conference. Trump said he would forgive the delayed payroll taxes if he re-elected and make the payroll tax holiday permanent. The payroll tax cut was culled from proposal that Senate Republicans unveiled, but Trump and several advisors had continued to push for it. With negotiations stalled, Trump hinted Friday that he was looking at deferring the payroll taxes for a period of month until the end of year. On Saturday, he followed through and used executive action to suspend payroll taxes. There are several execution challenges with Trump action because it doesn't actually cut the payroll taxes but rather delay its collection. Just postponing the collection from the employer doesn't guarantee that employer would pass any saving on to worker. Now the third executive order is a protection against eviction. Trump also issued an executive order to protect against evictions. Trump said during his press conference that his executive order will make sure renters and homeowners can stay in their homes. The initial federal eviction protection only applied to roughly one-third of the renters because it is only covered subsidized housing and rental properties with loan backed up by the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. The text of Trump's order appears to offer relatively weak eviction protection. It does not extend the eviction process, nor does it provide money for rental assistance. And the last and fourth executive order Donald Trump signed is a student loan deferment. Trump also issued an executive order related to student loan. On Friday, he said he would defer student loan payment and forgive interest until further notice. Moreover, he said that the interest occurred during the deferral period would be forgiven. Under the CARES Act, borrower with federal student loan received a 6-month deferral on the payments, which is set to expire in September. The law provided relief to close to 35 million borrowers, but excluded 8 million borrowers who had private student loans from different private banks. Trump's order signed on Saturday would provide relief until December and potentially further as well. He also signaled that he may extend the relief on interest as well. Okay, so now let's look back and see what exactly happened between these two parties. Mnuchin indicated he would not come to the table again unless Democrats change their tune on pandemic relief. He said he and Meadow will back here anytime listen to new proposal. House Democrat passed a roughly $3 trillion relief package in May, and Republican last week proposed a bill that cost about $1 trillion. Schumer said that Democrats would not accept legislation that put less than $2 trillion into pandemic response. Now here is the real fight between Nancy Pelosi and Republican. According to Pelosi, Democrat aim to put 75 billion into COVID-19 testing and treatment, while GOP bill includes $15 billion. GOP has offered 150 billion for states and municipalities, far below the 915 billion Democrat proposed. A couple $100 billion apart on money to help school reopen as well. Republican included 105 billion for schools into their legislation. Pelosi called for more money for food, water and utility assistance that the GOP has proposed. It would take a massive effort to Democrat and White House to even reach the outline of a deal soon. And that is the reason President Donald come in between and he signed and started signing the executive order. Democrats have insisted on extending the jobless benefit long term at a $600 per week. White House has made several counteroffer and proposed extra payment of $400 per week into December. On Friday, Mnuchin said that the Trump administration has not received compromise offer on either unemployment insurance or state and municipal relief from Democrat. With no agreement on Capitol Hill, Trump decided to move on the executive orders. Schumer indicated an order could get held up in court and it will be litigated. So looks like Democrat will take some action against the executive order. Next week will be the very much busy for both parties. What is the real problem in the agreement? Let's understand that. The Senate, House of Representatives and White House all agree second stimulus check that will send payment directly to Americans is essential to help turn the current recession around. The problem is that Republican and Democrat cannot agree on how much help is needed. Continuous disagreement on state and a local unemployment area. All this factor into the cost of the overall stimulus package. The Senate Hills Act would cost $1 trillion while the House Democrats stipulated $3 trillion total in its HEROES Act proposal. What else could delay the stimulus package? So there could also be further delay in Trump executive order get challenged by Democrat Party legally. The executive order do not cover $1,200 stimulus check as of now. Now that Trump has taken proactive steps to provide financial relief, the next question is whether he will act on the stimulus checks or not. The answer is likely no. Trump has targeted a payroll tax, unemployment benefit and eviction moratorium and student loan relief as his 4 area of focus for executive order. Trump never said that he will sign executive order for particularly on the $1,200 check, but he support the stimulus check as well. In fact, he support more than $1,200. Congress can still approve a stimulus package including with stimulus payments. However, now with the Trump's executive order, many of the key issues appear to have been addressed. In addition to the stimulus payment, Congress also would focus on state and local aid, including funds to reopen schools, as well as potential liability protection for schools and businesses. Basically, both parties want to help the American people, but the election is coming and both sides want to make sure that they do better for American people. In my opinion, we are halfway there now, since 4 of the executive order has been signed and another half to complete. Hope you like our video, and as I promise you, here is the safety tips of the day. If you have kids in the house, put your medicine up and away and out of the sight. About 50,000 young children end up in emergency room each year because they got into medicines while an adult wasn't looking. This emergency visit can be prevented by always putting every medicine up and away and out of the children's reach. You can also visit cdc.org website for getting more safety tips. Okay, that's it for today's video and we'll see you next time. Please do not forget to like and subscribe this channel. Thank you.